We have updated the mechanical design of our Astrobanks and XR servers in order to optimize the flexibility of the inventory for our partners that perform product assembly. Up until now, our partners were required to hold separate stock of front panels for digital and analog systems. The difference in the panels was the ability to accommodate either the RJ45 size ports and display the necessary LEDs for the digital models, or the RJ11 size ports and optional I/O ports for the analog models. Our new mechanical design enables the same front panel to be used for either the digital or the analog models. It is composed of metal tabs that can be easily removed based on the type of configuration desired, and Lexan stick-on labels. As such, the front panel is now an integral part of the chassis and does not need to be ordered separately. Each product for self-assembly comes without the Lexan sticker in place over the leftmost module position on the front panel, exposing the metal tabs. The two types of Lexan stickers, one for analog models and the other for digital models, are included with each product. After removing the packing materials and the top cover of the product, the first step is to determine which metal tabs to remove. As you can see, the rest of the front panel has already been affixed with the Lexan label, since the rest of the ports are identical, excepting only analog modules. Either an analog module, FXS or FXO, or a digital module, PRI or BRI, can be placed in the first or leftmost position. The two Lexan stickers provided have different markings and different pre-cut tabs to match the type of module you are installing. Choose the appropriate sticker and remove the pre-cut tabs by gently twisting them back and forth. You can see how the new windows match the ports to be exposed on the telephony module. Do this by placing the appropriate Lexan label, either analog or digital, over the exposed metal part of the panel. This is an example of which tabs need to be removed in case of an analog module. And this is an example of which tabs need to be removed in the case of a digital module. Now we'll demonstrate installation of an analog module. By placing the Lexan sticker with the removed tabs over the chassis, you can easily identify the metal tabs which need to be removed to accommodate the telephony module. At this stage, you can remove the protective backing off the Lexan label and affix it to the chassis before you remove the metal tabs. To remove the tabs, simply insert a small flathead screwdriver into the hole at the center of each metal tab and twist them one by one to loosen the connection. Leave them at a slight angle from the chassis so that you will be able to identify them without having the label in place. Move the screwdriver from side to side until each individual tab breaks free from the chassis. Remember, be careful to remove only those tabs which are at an angle to the chassis. In this example, for the analog module, notice that only one tab remains in place. Now it's time to glue the Lexan sticker to the chassis. Make sure all the appropriate metal tabs have been removed. Line the label up flush with the existing label on the panel and press it firmly into place. Next, insert the module as you normally would, making sure it is positioned correctly in the window. Double check the position once you have inserted the first screw. After you have fastened the module with the 3 screws and washers supplied, attach the cable to the module and replace the cover. Now, let's take a quick look at assembling a digital model. Place the appropriate Lexan label over the exposed chassis and use a small flathead screwdriver to twist the metal tabs on their hinges. Remove the Lexan label and finish preparing the chassis by removing only those metal tabs which are twisted at an angle. Verify that all the windows are clear by placing the Lexan sticker over the chassis. As you can see, the chassis is now ready to accommodate the digital telephony module. Let's summarize the entire process. Step 1. Choose the appropriate Lexan sticker based on the model you are producing, either analog or digital. Step 2. Place this label over the exposed section of the chassis to determine which metal tabs to remove. Step 3. Remove the protective backing on the Lexan label and affix it to the chassis. Step 4. Use a screwdriver to twist the metal tabs to be removed. Step 5. Insert the telephony module into the chassis.